Hey guys, Andrew here, today with a special video. Take a look here, it's us! Get the camera, Mom, we're famous! So we finally made it, top 10. So for this video, I'll take you guys through what decks I played, don't worry, there isn't too many, and kind of my general thoughts about the metagame at this moment. So firstly, decks. What did I play? So we all remember our previous deck profile on the Light Fire Water Beatdown deck. If not, link will be in the description below. But as you can guess, the deck's amazing. And the best thing about the deck is that you can make the deck straight away, just from the free packs that you receive at the start of the game. So I took the deck all the way to around Plat 3-ish, when I started facing a lot of heavy blocker decks. While the deck itself is decent at dealing with blockers with cards like Comet Missile and Holy Ore, the playstyle was almost like hoping your opponent doesn't have the right board clears, like Rumblegate or their own Holy Ore. So I thought, what's a good way of dealing with blockers? Scarlet Skyterror? No, he's way too expensive. What about Crystal Paladin? Ding ding! Which led to version 2 of this deck. Basically, I replaced a copy of Spirogate and Pyrofighter Magnus for 2 Crystal Paladins. Great, now I can deal with blockers. And that was good until around Plat 1. Suddenly around this rank, all the decks that I was playing against were aggressive decks, like this one. And that's when I realized that Illusionary Merfolk had to make the cut. I found myself charging him every game, and the deck wasn't really limited on draw, since when you face aggro decks, they tend to break shields anyway. So out goes Illusionary Merfolk, sorry Jason, and in goes Aqua Guard, which is not only good against aggro, but also allows you to get out your Crystal Paladin a lot easier too. Finally, I decided to cut the Light Civilization entirely to give more consistency, as playing either Kukpalon or Snip Strike on turn 2 is really important. So instead of Light, I played 4 copies of Magma Rex, an interesting card choice that again works well against aggro decks that play Kukpalon or Colon or even Deadly Fighter Breaklaw. And after about 60 games with around a 60% win rate, the deck took me all the way to Duel Masters rank. While it is still entirely possible to climb even further with the deck, Legend rank works a little differently, as you gain less ranks playing against lower rank players and you lose a lot of ranks losing against those lower rank players. So ideally you'll need an even higher win rate deck to reach the higher ranks. I did try a range of different decks such as Bormelia's Control, Foul Control, even Double Geyser. And don't get me wrong, each of those decks could get you far into Legend, but they weren't really the deck I was looking for, until one day I stumbled upon this Japanese YouTuber's stream, and link will be in the description for his channel. Check it out, I highly recommend it. He really has some amazing ideas and really unorthodox decks. Anyway, he was playing this deck, which immediately got me intrigued because firstly it used Lancer and Alcadeus, a combination we don't really see that often. And secondly, it was super cheap, almost free to play, with the only 2 super rares being an Alcadeus. The other important thing I noticed was he had a 90% plus win rate against aggro decks, which were still really common even in the higher ranks. So I decided to give it a go myself, and wow, did it work wonders. Suddenly I was ranked 200, then 100, then top 50, finally now top 10. Probably the number 1 reason why I love this deck so much is it can be played according to the matchup. It has enough tools to deal with all matchups. It's filled with shield triggers for all the aggro matchups, but against control, you can be the aggressor, breaking shields with Crystal Lancer while having Holy Ores to back you up. Really amazing, and I would highly recommend it to any at any rank, especially if you're fed up losing to aggro. While I'll run through some of the clips of the deck at high rank, I wanted to share with you some of my impressions of what the metagame looks like at the higher ranks. Firstly, aggro decks like the Water Fire Beatdown deck comprises about 70% of decks from ranks Plat 5 to Plat 2 or even Plat 1. But the number drops down significantly to maybe 40-50% in Legend rank. Although the variety of decks are quite diverse. We've seen decks with Marching Motherboard, Balloon, Double Geyser, and even Giant Insects, a few of which I'll definitely be covering in future videos. Secondly, this card is super strong right now. It completely destroys aggro decks as they have few cards to begin with, and against control it's really disruptive and can punish people trying to hold on to cards. Lastly, the Titan Giant is broken. So he reads, when you put this creature in the battle zone, put the top 2 cards of your deck into your mana zone, then search your mana zone for creatures, and return 2 to your hand. Basically, he's a 7 mana 7k body that you have to deal with, plus he draws 2 cards, a net +3 in your advantage. And although he's broken, I also think he's quite cool in the fact that he allows a lot of deck archetypes that were usually restricted by draw and mana, for example Balloon decks, to have a chance. More for that diversity. Anyway, I think that's enough for this video. I'll definitely be seeing some of you on the high rank ladder. Until then, this is Andrew and you're watching The Gauntlet.